It's been 30 years since the U.S. signed a treaty to give the Panama Canal back to Panama. And now a $2.6 billion expansion of the canal is officially underway. Former U.S. President Jimmy Carter traveled to the site of the canal for anniversary commemorations. And our Latin America editor, LUCIA NEWMAN, is also there and sent us this report.
Flanked by Latin American leaders and former U.S. President Jimmy Carter, Panama's President Martín Torrijos detonated the explosion that launched a new phase in world maritime history. With this begins the expansion of the Panama Canal, construction of a new set of bigger locks that will at least double the amount of cargo that passes through this shortcut between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. This is more than just about a waterway. The canal that for almost a century divided our country now has incalculable value, said President Torrijos. What before was a reason for controversy and mourning is today a symbol of pride and hope that will benefit Panamanians, not another country. Built 100 years ago, the Panama Canal is hailed as one of the engineering wonders of the world. Thousands died of yellow fever and exhaustion, defying the seemingly impenetrable Panamanian jungle. But it was run and owned by another country, the United States, that considered it part of its own territory, until 1977. That's when U.S. President Jimmy Carter and his Panamanian counterpart, General Omar Torrijos, signed the Panama Canal Treaties that gave sovereignty of the canal to Panama by the year 2000. 30 years later, an emotional Carter was thanked not by General Torrijos, but by his son, who is himself now president of Panama.
I don't think there's ever been any greater challenge for me personally than the Panama Canal Treaties.
Carter told Al Jazeera he considered the treaties the most notable diplomatic achievement in the Western Hemisphere of his lifetime. And today, a lesson for the United States on how to resolve differences through peaceful means.
What's happening here marks a new era, not just in engineering, but in the image and history of Panama as a nation, a country that for so long was considered little more than a banana republic. Now Panamanians say that for such a small country, only 3 million people, this tremendous undertaking means that at last they can stand on their own.
Lucia, I cannot tell you how proud I feel today and how proud the Panamanian people feel today of what we have been able to accomplish.
A $5.5 billion construction project that, when completed in 7 years, will belong only to Panama for the benefit of the whole world.